Hello all, this is Dr. Anand Nayyar. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Gyan with Anand Nayyar for latest tech videos on unboxings, server administration, embedded systems, cloud computing, simulations, big data, Linux administration, research methodology, ethical hacking, and many more. Hello researchers, how are you? I hope you are fine and doing well. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to install Chalet operating system on Oracle VirtualBox. Now before we start with the installation of Chalet operating system on Oracle VirtualBox, let us first of all understand what is meant by Chalet operating system. Chalet operating system is a beginner-friendly Linux operating system based on Ubuntu and featuring the XFCE desktop. It provides a simple and intuitive desktop interface, modest hardware requirements, and 5 years of security support. The name Chalet operating system is derived from Swiss mountain houses whose concepts of simplicity, beauty, and recognizability inspired the creation and design of Chalet operating system. Now you can see on the screen I have opened the official website of Chalet operating system. You can see the website, that is https sites.google.com/site/ChaletOS/Linux/home, or even if you search on Google, that is Chalet operating system, you will land on this website. It's a very simple, intuitive interface website which you can find all the details of Chalet operating system. The latest version is Chalet operating system, that is 16.04.2, which I will be installing on Oracle VirtualBox in this video. So if you want to download, you can just click on download and click on download over here, and you can find there are two versions which are available, 64-bit and 32-bit. So depending on your operating system as well as your processor, you can choose any of the versions, but as my system is ultra modern and I'm using 64-bit processor, so I will be using the 64-bit version. So I click on 64-bit and you can just download over here the ISO image, and you can just click on it and you can have the download. So as I've already downloaded, so I will not go for the download again. So what we can do, we can just minimize and we can just open Oracle VirtualBox and we can start with the installation of Chalet operating system. So let's click on new and let's type the name Chalet operating system, and we choose the type, that is Linux, and we choose the version, that is Ubuntu 64-bit, because as it is based on Ubuntu, so Ubuntu 64-bit is the best version to be selected for Chalet operating system. So click on next, and now we set the RAM, that is about 2048, about 2 GB of RAM, and depending on the size of RAM on your system, you can even increase the RAM, but minimum I recommend is to allocate 2 GB of RAM to this operating system. So click on next. So let's create the virtual hard disk now. Click on create, click on next, dynamically allocate it, click on next, and now we have the file allocation size, so you can save it on any location. So I have already set it on the D partition of my hard disk drive, so I don't need to change, and I just changed the GB, so I allocate about 15 GB of hard disk drive to this operating system. So let's click on create. Now before we fire the operating system, let's click on settings and we do some settings on this virtual machine. So under advanced, I click on shared clipboard. It lives on bidirectional, drag and drop, so that I should be enabling drag and drop on my virtual machine. I click on bidirectional and I go to system. So I just off the floppy disk drive, I don't require it, and I just put down the optical disk drive so that the first boot after the installation can be hard disk drive. I click on processor and I just increase the processor to 2, and I enable the PAE/NX, that is physical address extension feature of the host CPU will be exposed for the virtual machine. So I just go to display, you can see all the settings over here, and I click on storage and I click on empty, and I just browse my system in order to find where it is. So I go to my D drive and I go to operating systems where it is downloaded, which is saying Chalet 16.04.2 AMD 64-bit, which means that it is a 64-bit version which I am downloading. So if I click on properties, you can see it is about 1.33 GB of size. So I just click on OK and I click on open, so you can see that Chalet operating system is set. So I just click on OK and we just start the operating system. So let's go step-by-step installation of this operating system. So I just close this and I just go with view and full screen. So you can see that lots of options have come. So you can just go and click on live Chalet operating system. So it will take some time to boot. So in a few moments of time, the live operating system will be started so that we can get aware with the live operating system. So you can see a beautiful interface of clock, and you can see that the language support is not there, and you can just click on over here and you can find all the settings over here. So let's go with the installation. So just click on this install ChaletOS 16.04, or during the booting you can find that install Chalet operating system directly, so you can even just click on that option and you can fire the installation. So my motive was to just get you aware regarding the operating system awareness, what the desktop looks like with XFCE. So let's press enter. So it will start with the installation. So you can see that the first option has come in which it is saying choose the language. So we have the English, so let's click on continue. So it is almost the similar like we have the Ubuntu operating system. So over here we just click on download updates while installing Chalet and install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware. So click on continue. So now I erase disk and install Chalet operating system. So I click on install now. So I click on continue. So it is erasing the entire disk. So you can see that the location has been found out. I'm in Vietnam, near Vietnam, so HS, that is Phnom Penh. So click on continue. So depending on your location you can select it also. So I just go with the US English keyboard, that is the UK, so or the US. So click on US and click on continue. So just type your name. So I just type my name, that is Anand Nayyar, and I just pick a username and I pick the password and I click on continue. So it will start copying the files. So depending on the virtual machine it will take some time. So till it copies, let us pause the video for some time. So now you can see that it is almost finished copying the files. So let's view and click on full screen mode. So the installation time can vary from 3 to 5 minutes. So if I open this, you can find some text-based content. So the Chalet operating system is one of the beautiful operating systems I have tested. It looks creative. It has all types of shortcuts like Control C, Control V, Control X, Control A, Control S, Control P, and you can even use the Win key in order to start the menu like we do on the Windows operating system. And for Alt and Tab we can switch between the Windows and Alt plus F2 to run the application finder. And even it is having the full-fledged Ubuntu software center, and it is equipped with all types of apps which we can have. So now you can see that it is installing the system. So it is taking some time. So it is configuring the system locals and configuring APT and time zone, keyboard, creating the user, configuring the target system, configuring the packages, USB modules, hardware, and all stuff like that which is required for Linux operating system. So you can see that the styles are very much impressive, interactive, and modern styles. So lots of themes, conky, and icons will be changed, and it is having the active help and support community. So it is installing the grub, it is updating the grub now, dpkg packages, and almost we are done. So less than a minute we will be greeted with the desktop. So you can see that installation has finished and you can continue testing Chalet operating system now, but we don't want to test, we want to restart so that we can come with a full-fledged operating system. So click on restart now. So it will start the booting. So let's press enter so that the installation media can be removed, and that is the reason we have chosen the hard disk drive to boot first. So I just press enter. So it is fast as compared to Ubuntu, I can say about 20 times faster, because it is fast in booting. And soon we will be greeted with a welcome interface in which I will be putting up my username as well as the password, which we created during the installation. Yes, so you can see that my name is there, and let's type my password. So the first thing that is called the incomplete language support is there. So what we can do, we can just click on run this action now. So make it sure that your system is connected to the internet. So we just go to this, and we can even play with some settings. Like over here we have settings, and we can just go with the appearance, we can go with the desktops, we can go with the display. So I just click on display, and first of all let us okay the resolution. So no language update available, so let's click on update. So it is updating some cache, you can see. So it is downloading some packages from the internet, and the repository is again that is us.archive.ubuntu.com/ubuntu. So we can just click on settings, and all the settings are there. So you can go with a change of time, date, startup package manager, software and update, software updater. So just click on display. So you can see other settings like that, graphics, accessories, favorites, everything is there. So till it downloads, let's pause the video for some time. So let's set the display. So we have the display over here. File manager. So everything is being updating. It's almost finishing the update. So you can see that language support is not directly installed. So let us click on install. So the password to authenticate, let's authenticate it. So it is applying some changes, and post installation of language packs. So all the language packs will be installed. Okay, so it is done. So I close, and I close over here. I close the package manager, and if I press the Windows key, you can see that all the settings and all the main menu is being opened. So I just go with settings, and I just go with the display. It's opening sometimes. So okay, so let's go with some terminal. If I click over here, and you can see that terminal emulator is there. So let's fire with some commands. So let's log in with the root. su space minus, and the root is login. So let's go with the host name. So that give the command that is hostname ctl. So you can see that the static hostname, icon name, chassis, machine ID, boot ID, virtualization, operating system, everything is over here. So let's find the release, that is cat/etc/lsp-release. So you can see that the distribution ID is Ubuntu and the release is 16.04. So it is almost Ubuntu 16.04 flavor. So let's start with the installation of VirtualBox add-ons. So I just click on devices, and I click on insert guest edition CD. So the CD is there. So what we have to do is to copy VB, that is Linux additions .run to temporary file. So I just click on copy and I click on the file system. So here we have the temp folder over here, and I just click on paste. So what we have to do is to go with this, and we just have to type /vbox.run. So it is installing all the guest additions. So it will take some time. So it is installing additions also. So after that you can just do the copy and paste of text from your host machine to the guest machine. So till then we have other options like Office, we have everything. So we have to just restart the machine. So I just click on reboot. So let the machine restarts. So it is fast. So till it starts, let's pause the machine. So now you can see that the machine has booted. So I just type my password. So now you can see that the full screen has come with the perfect resolution. So you can find create launcher, open terminal here. So let's click on open terminal here. And to check, we can just type the command, that is, let's log in with root first of all. Okay. So let's type the command, that is systemctl status vbox add star. So you can see that the service is running, and even let's check the internet. So the ping is there, ping -C3, and let's ping google.com. So Google is also working. So you can even change the wallpaper. Let's click on desktop settings. So background is there. So in a few moments it will be showing us the wallpapers. It is booting. So beautiful wallpapers collection is there. So let's go with this type of wallpaper. Yes. So you can see that the clarity is very good, and you can even change the styles. So classic, modern, or anything conky, or even you can say that modern clock or this. So let's apply this. So clock is changed, so let's go with some style. So Windows 7 like that. So let's apply that also. So you can see that the style is changing, and it is fast and responsive. And rest we can even add more things, like we get app grids, software center. Let's open that. So let's download the app grid for 16.04. So let's save the file and click on OK. So let's open this file. So that we can find the latest repositories. So it can take some time. And even you can have the application center also. So over here also we have the different descriptions. So all the details, included files, everything is covered. Okay. So let's click on view in full screen. So let's install this. And it is installing. So let me provide the password. So it is almost finished. So you can find that there are some updates which have also come. So all the updates are there. So if you want to install, you can install it right now, or you can just cancel to install it later. So it is done. And let's go and get it. So AppGrid is there. So various package managers, everything will be there with you. So everything options are available for you. So in this video, I have demonstrated how to install the Chalet operating system. So I hope that everything got clear. So I hope that you do like this video and do practice it. It's a beautiful operating system to try on. It's a beautiful operating system to work on. It's a very comprehensive and even very good for starters also. So do like this video, do share, and do comment me and share your views that how do you like this operating system. Thank you so much for watching.